This is a Suzuki GSX-R 2001. It's a 1000cc leader bike, or at least it was. Now, the 2001 Suzuki GSX-R 1000, or the K1 chassis, revolutionized the leader bike class. It offered 160 horsepower with a 988cc inline-4 engine with 180 mile/hour top speed and a 10.1 second quarter mile.
Once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck on. Said my face bomb, ass tight, rack stuck on shack height, jury on the flashlight. I've been listening last night, hit 'em with that cook.
It was lighter than the competition, featured titanium exhaust valves, a 408-pound dry weight, and instantly dominated the scene, offering superior power to weight over many of its rivals. The 988cc engine was essentially a long-stroke version of the Gixxer 750. It delivered 143 horsepower at the rear wheel, boasting a 12,000 RPM redline and peak torque of 80 foot-pounds at 8,000 RPMs. So that tells us a lot about the bike, but not a lot about why it looks like that. I could go into detail for a long time about why, but I think it's best to leave it to the person who owns it.
Hey. This is a 01 Gixxer 1000. The reason why it looks like this, it's been sitting for 2.5 years in a porch. Fortunately, what happened to this bike was the head gasket blew, and I was so young and dumb that I left this sitting after coming to a different place in my life, and now I'm back to resurrect it. Bring it back to its glory days. Bring it back for nostalgia.
And just like that, Fafo Garage's first project bike was born. The first thing you want to do when inspecting an engine like we have is to crack off the crankcase cover bolt. It'll give us access to turn over the engine manually and see how the internals are doing inside. Once we have the bolt exposed, we want to go for a slow and steady turn of the crankcase, and this is going to physically turn everything over inside the engine, and we're hoping for no resistance. So we're going to slowly try to complete a full circle. So, what does that tell us about the engine?
That is great news. It went the whole way around. That means this engine is probably okay.
So, with the engine in good health, probably, we're going to go ahead and get into the next part, which is tearing it down. But that's way too much for this video, so if you'd like to see a breakdown of us tearing this engine apart, checking valve clearances, checking cylinder clearances, and probably having to replace a few things, stay tuned and leave a comment.
Hey.